Hello everyone, welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. Today we're talking about the heart line and how it ends. These are possible endings as you see on your check sheet. Common endings, endings in a fork, broken line and a new line begins, line slopes down, and humanitarian line. Okay? All right, here are the examples. Now, why should we take note of this? It's because the end of the heart line discloses the way in which we react to potential partners and to emotional hurt. It also shows our expectations of an emotional experience with others. So it is important to know this. Okay, we're looking first at the common endings. Common simply means that we find many hands, most hands. Now this goes for, we're looking at the ending. This applies to whether the line is straight or whether the line is curved. It makes no difference, okay? So you will find it where it ends just below the space between the index finger and the middle finger. It's like in the center there, okay? All right. Indicating average emotional and sexual reactions and a healthy capacity for love and commitment, particularly if it ends in a fork. Now, we don't have a fork there, but we do have one here. All right, here is the common ending with a fork. Okay? All right. When present, and it is present, we're looking at it, we benefit from communicating with our partners on a regular basis and trusting them enough to let them know our feelings, our doubts, our insecurities. It is less common for the line to curve up. Now we have it here like this. But usually we find more people with the line going straight, all right? Same area right here. That doesn't change. If it is curved up, and in this case it is, the person has an active interest in pursuing friendship and romance, plus an ability to be expressive, genuine, and sociable. They are generally well-balanced and secure. Now, when it ends in a fork, this shows a balance between our practical and emotional sides. So now we go on to the next one, and the next one is the larger fork. As you see there, the fork is larger, okay? So when you have a larger fork and it has numerous branches here, it may be more than that, but these are the ones I put here for you. It has a more complex, when you see that, there's a more complex sexuality and may not be as much in control of their emotions as they would like to believe. They're really caught up in the emotions. They may flirt, tease, or play with each other's feelings without regard for the consequences. Issues around freedom and independence versus closeness, security, and commitments are sure to arise in this kind of relationship. Okay? So when you have that, it's a little more complex. You're just caught up in your emotions and you're not thinking about the other person. All right, let's go into the next one. Here we have a heart line that starts here and then it breaks. And it tries to keep going, but it's a little unsteady. And then we have a new line beginning above. This is usually a sign of an early emotional trauma, where the person has had to reconfigure their whole emotional state after an important loss. It usually indicates starting again from scratch. They may have thrown away a safe relationship for an exciting one, only to later return to the safety of a relationship that resembles the first. So you see what that means. And some people get caught up in the hurt so much. Well, they're very young. This usually happens at a younger age, but that happens. All right, let's move on to the next one. And the next one is the humanitarian. You can always recognize this because the line goes straight across from one side of the palm to the opposite side, straight across. Okay? The person who has the humanitarian line puts other matters before their relationships because of their understanding of suffering and inequality. They may prefer to love humans rather than individuals, meaning they see the whole mass of people rather than this person, that person. The person who has this is possessive and blind to the real nature of their partner. They just tend to see with a cloudy eye. People are different, but they see the whole group. All right, moving on to the next one. Sometimes we'll have a heart line ending in a slope, and it slopes down. Here's the line here. It's sloping to the head line, or it could be going toward the lifeline. Okay? This often shows when there is jealousy or self-protectiveness because of past hurt and a strong dependent streak, or merge into both lines. In other words, it could bypass this, run through this to get to the lifeline. This is like crashing into both lines, crashing in there. And it suggests a rather intense and explosive character. Okay? And we have one more. Here we have, and this happens often, there is an additional branch above the end of the heart line. Here's the heart line, here's this branch, just going by itself. This can be seen as us putting on an acceptable face, a professional or social persona, when on the right hand, or covering up or cautiously guarding our emotions if it's on the left hand. In this case, it is the left hand. So whatever they're feeling inside, you never know unless they're talking to somebody they can trust, a good friend. It is usually a self-protective mask created to keep others at a distance and avoid being vulnerable. With this, there is always more to us than meets the eye. So that's that. All right. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. Hope you found it very helpful. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Remember, love yourself, love and light. Bye.